How are you feeling? Good? Okay. Great. That's just great. This is not my standard greeting, I assure you. I tend towards something a little more formal, a little less inquisitive, such as, say, hello. But the facts, most notably stage 4 ovarian cancer, conspire against that. The Fairy Queen, this is not.
In invasive epithelial carcinoma, the standard treatment modality is a chemotherapeutic
Curious
agent.
word choice.
We are developing an experimental combination of drugs designed for primary cycle ovarian with a target specificity of stage 3 and beyond administration. Am I going too fast?
No. There is no stage 5. Oh, and I have to be very tough. It appears to be a matter, as the saying goes, of life and death. I know all about life and death. I am, after all, a scholar of Donne's holy sonnets. A scholar of 17th century poetry.
Turn sideways, arms behind your head, and hold it.
After an outstanding undergraduate career, I studied with the great E.M. Ashford for 3 years, during which time I learned what it means to be a scholar of distinction.
In the Gardner edition.
Well, that edition was checked out of the library.
Miss Barry.
And death, capital D, comma, thou shalt die, exclamation point!
If you're going for this sort of thing, I suggest you take up Shakespeare.
About does it for your life history.
Yes, that's all there is to my life history.
Ethanol?
I beg your pardon?
Alcohol.
Oh, ethanol. I drink wine.
How much? How often?
A glass with dinner on occasion, and perhaps a scotch every now and then.
Do you use substances?
Such as?
Marijuana, cocaine, crack cocaine, PCP, ecstasy, meth.
No!
Okay. Oh. I gotta get Susie. Gotta have a girl here. Some crazy clinical rule. I'll be right back. Oh, Alex. Don't move.
God, I wish I'd given him an A. Action.
Dr. Berry.
Dr. Pelikian.
Problem areas with Hex and Bin.
First, of course, is myelosuppression. That's a lowering of the blood cell counts. It goes without saying.
Anybody else? Side effects.
Nausea and vomiting.
Jason.
Routine.
Ooh, pain while urinating?
Routine.
Oh, psychological depression.
No way.
Anything else? Why do we even bother Dr. Bering?
I do not know, Dr. Kalikian.
God help us! Now, use it in a sentence. What has a soporific effect on you?
What has a soporific effect on me?
What makes you sleepy?
Nothing.
Correct.
The little bunnies in the picture are asleep. Because of what you said, because of soporific. Illustration bore out the meaning of the word exactly as he explained it. My only recourse, my only defense is the acquisition of vocabulary. I think in mercy, if thou wilt forget. Vigorous intellect, pious melodrama, and a final fearful point. Donne's Holy Sonnet 5, from the Ashford edition based on Gardner.
Jason, I think you need to talk to Kalikian about lowering her dose for the next cycle. It is too much for her.
Lowering the dose? No way. Full dose. She's tough. She can take it.
I am not in isolation because I have cancer. Because I have a tumor the size of a grapefruit? No. I am in isolation because I am being treated for cancer. My treatment imperils my health. Do you ever miss people?
Everybody asks that. Especially girls.
And what do you tell them?
Tell them yes.
Are they persuaded?
Some.
And what do you say when a patient is apprehensive, frightened?
Of who?
I just... Never mind. Senior scholar, in her pathetic state as a simpering victim, wishes the young doctor would take more interest in personal contact. Now, I suppose we shall see through a series of flashbacks how the senior scholar ruthlessly denied her simpering students the touch of human kindness she now seeks. Not so much resolving the issues of life and God as reveling in their complexity.
But why?
Why what?
Why does Dunn make everything so complicated? Seriously, why?
You know, someone asks me that question every year, and it was always one of the smart ones.
I don't know, maybe he's scared, maybe he's confused, and so he hides behind all this complicated stuff, right? He hides behind his wit.
Hides behind wit.
Can't sleep.
No, I just keep thinking.
Well, if you do that too much, you can get kind of confused.
I know, I can't figure things out. I'm in a quandary. I have these doubts.
What you're doing is very hard.
I'm like the student, and this is the final exam. And I don't know what to put down because I don't understand the question. And I am running out of time.
Would you like a popsicle?
Yes, please.
I'll get it for you. I'll be right back.
The epithelial cells in my GI tract have been killed by the chemo. The cold popsicle feels good. It's something I can digest, and it helps keep me hydrated, for your information. It's great. Here.
You sure?
Yes. My cancer is not being cured, is it? I read between the lines.
Well, what you need to think about is your code status. What do you want them to do if your heart stops? You can think about it, but I wanted to present both choices before Kalikian and Jason talk to you.
You don't agree about this.
Well, they like to save lives. So anything's okay as long as life continues. It doesn't matter if you're hooked up to a million machines. Kalikian's a great researcher and everything. The fellows like Jason, they're really smart. It's been an honor for them to work with him, but they always want to know more things.
I always want to know more things. I'm a scholar. Or I was when I had shoes. When I had eyebrows. Don't complicate the matter.
No, it's up to you. It's not my decision.
Just let it stop.
Really?
Yes.
So if your heart stops beating, we're just gonna...
Just let it stop.
Well, I'm glad you explained it to me, because I never would have gotten it.
I'm a teacher. Susie says that if I'm to stand it, I have to begin aggressive pain management. It's such a little word. I think in this case, it signifies being alive. It hurts! It hurts like hell!
The Runaway Bunny by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures by Clement Hurd. Copyright 1942, First Harper Trophy Edition 1972. Lights of Angels, sing thee to thy rest.
These are my last coherent lines. I'll have to leave the rest to the professionals. And death, capital D, thou shalt die! Exclamation point!
Oh, God. Get away from it!
Get out!
Get the door!
Over here! Got it! Get out! Get ready to charge, move it!
No! Patience, get on!
No, stop doing this!
What do you get?
Back from here.
No balls!
Look at this! Do not resuscitate Kalikian!
not resuscitate Kalikian. Well, the code on the no-coast.
Oh, God.